it's really Tobe Chuku, gotta be him.
It's Madden NFL 24. And next up, we'll see Calvin Ridley. He's coming off a nice performance, bringing in a pair of touchdowns. It's the Falcons and the Bucks. All that and more coming up next.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Leading them out, a 2-year starter at Ohio State and second overall pick in the draft, C.J. Stroud.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it, but the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Now a 3rd-round pick a year ago. Here's Rashad White. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The numbers for White a week ago, well into the triple digits, and they'll take that every time out.
What I loved was just how decisive he was running the football. Coaches like guys that go north and south. They don't like the east-west guys, the juking and the jiving. 1 foot in the ground and cut.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
First down, here's White. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Falcon defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Stroud to throw it. This to the former Falcon, Russell Gage. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Yeah, he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a long field ahead for the Falcon offense as they head out. Leading them out in his 8th season, guy who has started for a few teams across the league, Jacoby Brissett.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 16 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit, and now they're out executing.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Brissett sets to throw it. Rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 3rd down, Brissett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
It's taken to the 26. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rachaad White. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing wing.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. On the draw, here's White. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Stroud. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bucs 46-yard line.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Brissett now. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces, because they got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team, and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. Well, he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I go ahead and punt the football myself.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. A first down throw for Brissett, eluding the pressure right. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. This 2nd and 4. Here's Brissett. Dancing to his left. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Going deep this time for Miller. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Brissett. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Stroud's throw on target to Godwin here. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here is 3rd down and 4. Here's Stroud. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Stroud looking to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Stroud now on 1st and 10. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. They'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. On 1st and 10, Brissett airing it out, looking for Ridley. And got his man complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. Not too much to show you scoring-wise in that first half. Just a couple of field goals make up all the scoring. But I wouldn't be surprised if we're close to a breakthrough, and things should open up as we move along. Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call in the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First down, Atlanta.
Brissett to throw on first. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Here's Brissett. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded at about the 28.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
A 2nd down throw for Brissett. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. Throwing, Brissett steps away to his left. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The 71 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Jacobs is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the 2nd half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Back now in Tampa. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Stroud. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. The Bucs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Throwing now is Stroud. He'll get that out to the flat to right. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded at the 33. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Able to slither by. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Brissett. Short throw to Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards, 1st down Atlanta. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. There to stop him was Carlton Davis. This is 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On first down, here's Stroud. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Stroud to throw it. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
Coverage defensively by Jeff Okuda.
Stroud.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Here's Stroud. Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. They'll come up now on second down. Now Stroud. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Stroud now on fourth down. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So that one a long 11-play drive. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now it's second and 10. Brissett. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. And it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. Brissett going to move him around here. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. This is first and 10. Stroud to throw it. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin on the move past the 40. Still going. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that will get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's Brissett. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Atlanta, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.